What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another Prize Picks video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. Thank you guys for joining me as always. MLB got the little sweep last night. Beautiful little day yesterday, so let's go ahead and keep it going, baby. Spam those brooms down in the comment section, and let's go through sport by sport and break all these mother down. All right, we got starting off with NFL, then we're gonna hit Fiba because whatever we have available, we're gonna hit. All right, so sit back, relax, and let's get it. PropsMadeEasy.com. Let's get to it. So first and foremost, let's look at NFL for week one still. All right, as we continue to creep closer to NFL's first week, we have been every single morning coming in and looking at any changes that have come up and anything like that. Obviously, this is plus EV plus projection, so we're taking the sportsbook lines from other places, comparing them where PrizePicks has the line, but then also taking our projections and comparing our projection to the PrizePicks line to give us plus EV plus projection and kind of check every box possible. Um, at the top of the list, as you can see when it comes to sportsbook differential, is Daniel Jones passing yards. PrizePicks is at 195 and a half. Other sportsbook lines have him at 213. That's 18 yards difference. Okay, he's projected for 218.5, so even higher than the sportsbooks have him for a 23 projection differential. This is a very good spot for Daniel Jones to have an 18 sportsbook differential and a 23 projection differential. It's amazing. So amazing spot for Daniel Jones. Absolutely love that spot for him, and that's the best play overall that you can ask for on this slate so far. Um, with all the whatever movement has gone on and stuff throughout the week, he is, as of right now, the best option that you can possibly play on NFL. All right. Obviously, I've talked a lot about Justin Fields. Justin Fields still just has that one sportsbook difference, so it is plus EV on the over, but it's just very close. But the projection's very high on the over for him. But now we have Daniel Jones even higher than him. So Daniel Jones is definitely the number one play for me when it comes to passing yards. I talked about it when the NFL tool first dropped. Daniel Jones was at the very top, and we talked about why. I mean, this Giants team's going to be playing from behind against the Cowboys. All right, and that's always a good recipe for success. And Daniel Jones is at home, so Daniel Jones will be at home playing from behind, at least expected to play from behind. So I really like that spot for him. Mac Jones, Geno Smith, Trevor Lawrence are other guys that pop really well on plus EV plus projection. Um, the top rushing yards guy is going to be Najee Harris. Najee Harris is projected 49.5 on Prize Picks. He's 52.5 other places. That's a 3 sportsbook differential, but he's projected 60 yards from our projections, a 10.5 projection differential. So that makes him the best rushing option. And then Mike Evans is still the top receiving option. But then close behind, you got Diggs and Lockett. So all these guys, though, are all fantastic options, whether they be overs or whether they're unders. Remember, the easy way to understand whether the tool likes an over or an under on a player is by looking at if it's a minus number or a positive number, if it's a negative or a positive. If this is negative and it's green, that means this is negative. You don't even got to worry about looking at it because they're all going to match up. If this is positive and this is positive, they're both going to be green and they're both going to be plus EV plus projection. You never have to worry about coming in here and be like, okay, the sportsbook difference is positive, but the projection difference is negative. No, they won't be green in that case. Plus EV plus projection is showing you ones that match. Okay? All right. Let's head on to the next thing. College football, I don't believe, has updated for the new week yet. I mean, we just don't have college football on Prize Picks yet. FIBA, anything for FIBA? No sportsbook differentials. We don't have any EV on FIBA right now. We had some last night. Let's look at, what is this? What did I just click on? Dota. Let's look at Dota. I don't know if you say it like Dota or you say it like DOTA. Anybody knowledgeable in the sport, let me know. But at the top, we have 3 options here that are one sportsbook differentials that are solid plus EV. We've got the over on Charlie for Team A. I guess. Yeah, Team A. Map 1 and 2 kills, 11.5 on Prize Picks, 12.5 other places. So I like the over on Charlie as the number one play. I'm going to go there. You can also go Wish and Nandi. They're both solid options when it comes to plus EV. I can't wait till we have NBA, baby. That's coming up. Let's go to MLB. Let's take a look at what we got for baseball. Let's sweep this shit again. All right. All right. So at the top of the list, we have some options here. Now, I want to do another total base because the tool seems to be on point with total bases. Ryan Noda today. Total bases against Seattle. Vegas likes the over at minus 135. He's projected 1.16 on the tool, 0.66 differential, making him plus EV plus projection. Both the EV is positive and the projection is positive, making that a fantastic play for him as well. Obviously, I love Kershaw. I love Burns. These guys are fantastic options, seeing that their prop lines are half a point less than where Vegas has them set. So the overs on them are definitely great value. So those are fantastic options. There's a bunch of options, or there's some really, really solid options. There's not a whole bunch, like a large number of options, but there's solid ones on this slate today. The next option I'm going to go with is going to be Peter Lambert's under pitcher strikeouts against Atlanta. Atlanta's just going to do major damage against Lambert. I don't know how long he lasts, and for him to reach 4 strikeouts is going to be hard for him against Atlanta. He's set at 3.5 on Prizepicks. Vegas likes the under at minus 140. And then the projections at 3.12, a minus 0.38. So not only is the Vegas on the under for the it's plus EV for the under, and then the differential is also on the under. So plus EV plus projection on Peter Lambert's under pitcher strikeouts of 3.5. So really like that spot for him. All right, so it was over on Ryan Noda total bases, and then under on Peter Lambert for pitcher strikeouts. Csgo. Let's take a look at what we got here. All right, we got a solid under right here, a minus 2.5 sportsbook differential on the under here. This is a really good play, too. Look at that projection differential, and that sportsbook differential is really, really good as well. That's a really good option as well. You know what? Let's go that one. I know it's at 2, and the sportsbook differential is high for Nacho, but R4UL for Corinthians. Map 1 and 2 kills is set at 36.5 on Prizepicks. It's 34.5 other places. That's a minus 2 sportsbook differential. He's projected for 33.08, which is a minus 3.42 differential. So that's really solid. That's almost a 2-point higher differential between these two, where these are only a 0.5 difference. So I'm going to go the under on R4UL for Corinthians. And then let's see, any overs that we can rock with? No, you know what? I'm going to go both unders today. I'm going to go both unders. Let's go under on Nacho for LRV and under on R4UL for Corinthians. Those are two of the best options that you can ask for today. All right. As always, everybody who plays esports, as you guys know, some of these run overnight. So if you're a Props Made Easy member, take advantage that you're a Props Made Easy member. And obviously, everybody who sees these videos in the morning, all I have available to me is what's available after the whole nights of games, okay? If you want to make sure you're grabbing the early value before I even get in here to be able to do these videos, I'm talking at midnight, 11 o'clock at night, right when these lines drop, join propsmadeeasy.com. You can really get in on these values early. All right, you can really get in early on these plus EV plus projection picks and really dominate. A lot of my success comes from when I'm entering these lines at like 11, 12 for the next day. You know what I mean? Because the lines are coming in and the tool is immediately finding discrepancies in them. All right, so this is League of Legends. All right, when it comes for League of Legends, let's see. We have a couple unders at minus 1. The sorting is still jacked up. I'm going to have my guy fix that as soon as I get off of here. Minus 1 and then positive 1. You can go any of them. I'm going to go with the under on, I mean, you can do any of those three at the ones. I'm going to go under on Csgo for SKP at 15.5 on Prizepicks. He's at 14.5 other places. That's a minus 1 sportsbook differential. And then I'm going to go the under on Kofti. Screw it. Let's go 2 unders for KC. Map 1 through 3 kills set at 14.5. Under on him as well. Those are both minus 1 sportsbook differentials. The only other option that's up by 1 is the positive 1 for Kalisti. And he's set at 16. So I'd rather not try to shoot for a guy to have 17 and just go for the unders on these guys with high numbers. I mean, that's just kind of how I'm going about it in my head. WNBA, what we got? Ooh. So as you guys know, early on in the day when the lines first come out, we're only going to have available points. If you want to see just projection differentials, you can do so. no problem. But if you want to make sure you're playing plus EV plus projection, it's going to limit you down to only plus EV plus projection options and keep it really. That's the whole key, is to kind of filter out anybody who's kind of not checking every single box you can imagine and really checking every box. And that comes down to Mariah Jefferson. As you can see, boom. We got one early on, but it's a solid one. Mariah Jefferson for Phoenix. Points is set at 10.5. Hers is set at 12 other places. That's a 1.5 sportsbook differential. 11.7 for her projection, a 1.2 differential. Lock in Mariah Jefferson over 10.5 points. Amazing plus EV plus projection play early on. This will probably be adjusted eventually, and she won't be as good of a plus EV plus projection. So get that in. For tennis, our girl Anna Blinkova did not play yesterday, but she's still in play for me today. Anna Blinkova is my favorite tennis play today. As you can see, we've got an option. We've got some under options. First under options I've seen when it comes to EV for tennis. It seems like the plus EV spot is always overs for tennis, but Anna Blinkova is still my number one lady today. And then from there, I mean, you've got so many solid options over two. All these women are over two right here, or men too. Sorry, it looks like all women. Katie, Caroline, Carolina, Marie, Petra. Looks like all women, but all these women are running shit on tennis today. All right, Anna Blinkova being the main leader. All right, all right. UFC. We do have some sportsbook lines that have dropped for UFC on other places, but we don't have everyone for UFC yet. So as that drops in, though, go ahead and grab that early EV. I'll be on here in the mornings talking about them as soon as they're available. But for right now, there's no plus EV. As always with soccer, the best spots are probably going to be the unders for me. Puig and Brian White, both unders on their shots. Both of them are at 3. Both of them are projected less than. Minus 0.71 for Puig. Minus 0.69 for White. So, great spots for them. Let's do a recap. All right. So, during our recap, the first thing we notice is Daniel Jones and how much of a big play he is today. For week 1. At least in the eyes of our projections and other sports books. That's a 18 sportsbook differential between where he is on Prizepicks and where he is other places. That's a huge gap. 218.5 projection. So he's projected. We have him projected even higher than the highest sportsbook does. 23 projection differential. I mean, this is the overall best spot you can ask for in NFL for week 1. Other options, if you're trying to mix around to other, prop types. If you take a look at receiving yards, you'll see Mike Evans is at the top of the receiving list when it comes to plus EV plus projection. Next up after that, you'll see Najee Harris at the top for rushing yards. So yeah, man, there's plenty of options to take advantage. But Daniel Jones is my number one go-to guy. And then, I mean, I've talked a lot about Mike Evans as the weeks have gone on here. I can't wait for college football to drop, man. We got so many games Friday and Thursday and Saturday. Man, I'm excited. Oh, and DFS smashed for baseball yesterday over at greenlightdfs.com. If you guys want to get involved over there, greenlightdfs.com is my company. I mention this all the time, but that is my company. Props Made Easy, I'm a partner in it, and I am just in this family of people. We're all working together to make this the best site we could possibly make it. But with greenlightdfs.com, that's solely me. All right, so if you want to know my favorite prize picks, you get that for members, get that over there. I have an optimizer with my personal projections for baseball over there. I will also have my personal projections for NFL when NFL starts. We have a baseball slate tonight, and then college football. We have our college football package up at greenlightdfs.com as well. Almost got the takedown on the first slate of college football. And as you guys know, a takedown is when you get at the top of contests, and you can win thousands of dollars. So we had members win thousands for the first games of college football. So definitely check that out if you haven't already, if you want to get involved in daily fantasy sports. Some of you haven't played DFS before, haven't done lineups for DraftKings and FanDuel. Definitely try it. If you love sports betting, obviously you do. You're here watching this video. DFS is even more exciting than player props because you get to sit there and watch their score adjust as they do anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. And then you have that ability to win $100,000 in a night, really. So it's pretty cool. All right. Fiba. We don't have any plus EV spots for Fiba right now. For Dota, we had the over on Charlie at 11.5. For baseball, We have, oh, we've gotten more guys who have been added to the tool since, but I'm going to stick with the guys I talked about previously. Over on Ryan Noda for total bases. And then we have the under on Peter Lambert, pitcher strikeouts. There's a lot of options, as you can see, though, man. So y'all get in there. Join propsmadeeasy.com and get in that thing. All right, under on Nacho and under on R4UL. We're going unders on both of them. For League of Legends, the sorting, I'm going to fix that ASAP, don't worry. But we have the over on Kalist at 16 as one of the best options, and then we have two unders. We have under on Jizu and under on Kofti. And then WNBA, Mariah Jefferson, baby. Lock her in for over 10.5 points. She's the only plus EV plus projection play early on when it comes to just points so far. For tennis, the women are running shit over here. All of these and above are all solid, solid plus EV plays. Anna being the top lady of the day. UFC, no plus EV spots yet. UFC hasn't dropped other places yet, so when it does, we'll compare and we'll take advantage. For soccer, we have the under on Puig and under on White for shots. Thank you guys for joining me as always, man. Good luck. Let's sweep baseball again. Let's sweep. You know what? Here's what we're gonna sweep today. We're gonna come in here and we're gonna sweep Dota. All right. Then we're gonna go ahead and wrap around there and sweep some MLB. Then we're gonna knock off CS:GO. Then we're gonna hit some LOL. Then we're gonna sweep tennis. All the women are gonna hit. And then we're gonna hit the unders on soccer. We're gonna absolutely sweep every pick. What is that, like a million picks? We're sweeping them all today. Spam up the brooms down in the comment section. Thank you guys for joining me as always. Let's get it. I'm out. Peace.